am Kit, and this is me pre-tea. This is also scripted because I have a lot I want to talk about, and I'm not going to remember it all, so bear with me as it sounds stilted. Today is Sunday, January 29th, 2023, and I started testosterone and finasteride treatments. I'm taking low-dose tea at 0.2 milliliters per week. My finasteride is 2.5 milligrams daily. I decided to start tea for two reasons. First, I want to sound and look more androgynous. I feel very feminine now, and that was okay with me for the last 3 years since I learned non-binary existed, but now I'm feeling out of tune with who I am versus who I want to be. The second reason is because I'm experiencing more and more social dysphoria. I started socially transitioning about 8 months ago, and since then, female pronouns and terms such as ma'am have been making me dysphoric every time they're used for me. My transition goals are to look and sound somewhere between masculine and feminine, somewhere to a point where people who look at me and talk to me don't know how to peg me, where I can express myself femininely or masculinely as I feel like it. My original goal for tea was to deepen my voice. As I've gone through the process to start it, however, I've come to really want other changes such as facial shape change, body shape change, and increased muscle mass. I'm taking finasteride as well to minimize some changes I'm not interested in. I don't particularly want facial hair or bottom growth, and hair thinning runs in my family. Finasteride is supposed to help counter some of these effects. I don't know how long I plan to stay on tea. When I started considering it, I was thinking 6 months to a year in order to get my voice where I want it. But the more I thought about it, the more I wanted these other effects. Things that will revert if I stop taking tea. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know if these changes will become important enough for me to risk having my voice drop lower than I want it to right now. In this part of the process, I'm going to have to just take day by day as things change. I'm going to be monitoring specific things throughout this process. I want to check my body measurements weekly to see what changes are happening. I'm going to pay close attention to how my mood changes over time. And I want to see how my social dysphoria changes as people start seeing me differently, if they do. There are a few things that may have a significant impact on this process. I do intermittent fasting, so some body changes may be affected by intentional weight loss. I also have bipolar, and every 8 weeks or so, I have what I call a depressive episode. I don't know if tea is going to adversely affect this cycle or my mental and emotional stability. I am also demisexual, and I don't know how the increased libido that comes with testosterone is going to interact with the fact that I am basically asexual in everyday life. I'm also on an estrogen progesterone birth control that stops my periods. I've heard mixed reviews about whether estrogen birth control affects testosterone treatments, but unless there's no changes happening, I'm planning to stay on it as it is. So this is my video journey of the process. I'm planning on making weekly videos for at least the first year that I am on tea, unless I stop before that. I'm excited and nervous about this process and looking forward to see where it goes.